Hi, welcome to the channel. If this is your first time here, welcome. For those of you who are returning, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Okay, so if you clicked on this video, then you know that we're receiving wisdom, knowledge, and insight about North Node in Libra. So let's find out what are the messages from or about North Node in Libra. And before I get into your messages, let me quickly tell you about the North Node and why the North Node in Libra. So the North Node is that place when you were born in your astrological chart. It's actually a point where your soul set forth a path for you to have certain experiences, a path for you to have certain lessons to help you to grow and evolve, a direction in which your soul wanted to go towards, right? North Node. It's the lessons you've come to acquire in this lifetime. The North Node is the direction in where your soul is going. And as it's going in this direction, this can feel very uncomfortable because, unlike your South Node, the South Node, because you have a North Node, if you have a North Node, you have a South Node. The South Node is directly opposite your sign, which is Libra on the zodiac. So if your North Node is in Libra, then your South Node would be in Aries, right? So in the North Node, as you're aligning with your destiny, North Node in Libra, you're going into unknown territory. And this is what can make it feel somewhat uncomfortable. Versus the South Node is the things you've already mastered. You've already had these experiences. This is what you're very good at. The South Node is where you're most comfortable, right? So the South Node is also what you're releasing, the things that you're moving away from, the things that you're growing and evolving past, right? So if you're North Node in Libra, if your North Node is in Libra, then you are learning. You're learning to prioritize relationships. You're learning to prioritize these relationships over your own personal goals. If you're a North Node in Libra, then you're putting in the work to build very strong social circles that are very nurturing, where you feel nurtured and you're able to nurture others. If you are a North Node in Libra, then you're finding common ground, the common ground to work well with others. You're learning how to help others and find confidence in doing so. North Node in Libra, you are moving away from self centered tendencies where it's just about the self, because that's your South Node, Aries. Aries is very self initiated, very self appointed. North Node in Libra, you're embracing the collaborations. Your South Node in Aries, in past lives, you were very inclined towards your own independence. It was all about you. You were very assertive in how you went about things for yourself, right? In your way of thinking. It was like your way or the highway type of approach with your South Node in Aries. So you're moving away from that energy with a North Node in Libra, right? You're moving away from that energy, and now you're able to now learn to play well with others. You're learning to balance out your own needs with the needs of others, to be more mindful of others and working to improve your partnerships. So we're doing North Node in Libra, okay? Now, with a North Node in Libra, let me introduce you to your card since I told you what it's about and what you're moving away from with your South Node in Aries. You have here Lake with stillness. You have Soul Retrieval with reclamation, reclaiming. You have Shapeshifter with perspective. You have Circle of Joy. You have Eagle with See from a higher perspective. You also have Over Your Shoulder. 21, communication with card number 21. You have the Veil of Shadow. You also have the Radiant Moon of Compassion. You have the Gardener. You also have the energy of Divine Masculine here. Cycles, Quest, Transformation, Healer, Self-Mastery. And your crystal is the Bronzonite. Your tarot cards are the Three of Swords and the Lovers. So let's get into your messages. North Node in Libra. You guys are on a quest. Your quest, the thing you're seeking knowledge about, this journey of your soul, right? Quest is that journey that your soul is taking. On your journey, do you see how you're not alone? There are spirit guides that are here with you. And they're speaking to you. This is the throat chakra. So there's something with communication and having very balanced communication. Your quest, the soul that you're the quest that your soul is embarking upon is taking you in a path where you're going to have to put in some work with the gardener here. But just like with a garden, he's out there alone, right? Planting the seeds. Some of you have been very comfortable planting the seeds alone, right? Doing the work, whatever it is. You've been able to really master yourself. You've been in that energy, that South Node energy. You were very well about your independence, right? But your North Node is asking you to move forward into a more collective energy, in a more balanced energy. Gardener here, right? The gardener is here in this garden alone. However, he's not doing it alone. No. He may feel like, well, I planted the seeds, but it took nature's help. It took the birds and the bees. The bees pollinating the plants as they're growing, spreading out the pollen, nature watering it, the sun giving it the vitamin D, the chlorophyll that it needs to grow. Even the things that are breaking down under the soil that are enriching what you're growing. So I said all of that to say it may have felt like you're doing it alone, but there are invisible forces or things that you're not taking note of that are assisting you, working together as a group, North Node and Libra, to assist you, right? Yes, you're the gardener. You're the main character. And in the South Node energy, you've been very comfortable being the main character of your story, right? However, that's been your comfort zone. That's the thing you're moving away from. You're now moving into this energy of, how can I help others? I've mastered self, right? Now it's time for a transformation. There's some change that is occurring. There are definitely some things I need to heal from. You see, you've had some heartbreak. Maybe you've tried to work with others, and we can clarify what this Three of Swords is about. For many of you, this Three of Swords is you feeling hurt by someone you considered a divine masculine, or this is you as a divine masculine, and you're finding ways to move in that energy. You also had the Lovers here, North Node in Libra. This is all about relationships, right? Who can you work with? How can you align in your North Node energy with your destiny, right? In a way that allows you to tap into your feelings, radiant moon here with compassion. Or are you still in your shadow aspects of saying, nah, I'm good. I'm going to do this alone. Whenever I connect with someone, they only hurt me anyway. So I'm going to just go ahead and stay in my shadow south side, south node aspects. When your soul is asking you to go on this quest to come out of this veil of shadows, it's asking you to get still, right? So that you can actually feel the feelings instead of running away from them, finding some way to suppress them. The things you've suppressed and or forgotten about, you're being called to heal them first and foremost. Let's heal those things. And then call back the broken pieces of you with soul retrieval here. There is some very fragmented part of you for those of you who are tuning into this North Node in Libra energy, because you felt like you were good working on your own, but then when you try to work with others, it just breaks your heart, right? So many of you are now having this transformation and or being encouraged to have this transformation, to move out of your south node into your north node. Call back those broken pieces of you. Throw whatever has been hurting you over your shoulder. Just toss it off, brush your shoulders off, right? And see from a higher perspective. Because the wheel is turning. This circle of eternal joy is here. You guys have been in a cycle, and it's now time to allow this cycle, card number 6 here, to bring in more balance, more harmony, to heal you, where you can have more joy, where you can enjoy life, tenderness, compassion, care, even dancing for some of you. Some of you felt like you've been dealing with a shapeshifter, but you're also being encouraged to shift. See, shapeshifter has more than one connotation. The shapeshifter you felt like you were dealing with is someone who would behave one way and then not carry through on what you thought it is you were dealing. You didn't know who you were dealing with. That's the more shadowy aspect of being a shapeshifter. You're being called, and you just may be one and you've recognized this, right? You're being called to move into the higher aspects of being a shapeshifter. And that's where you're able to shift your perspective. You're able to see things from a higher perspective. You're able to move into your north node where you find a way to heal yourself so that you're not carrying and holding on to your shadow aspects of thinking everyone's out to get you, so you're just going to move in your own accord, your way or the highway type of approach. If you're not going to do it my way, then I don't even want to deal with you. And you're being encouraged to check that communication, right? Because there's messages that are coming forth for you. You have 2 cards of the throat chakra being here. So some of you may find that you're having throat chakra blockages and or confirmation. Wow. And or this is what you're needing to heal. Healing your throat chakra, healing your communication, healing how you speak to others. Is it in a very balanced way? North Node and Libra. Can you get still and allow the restoration of harmony, the healing of the broken pieces of you where you felt heartbroken? Can you bring balance to your spiritual being, your spiritual self, your souls, so that you're able to move in your North Node energy? Moving in your North Node energy where you are able to build these stronger connections, right? You're at this crossroads now where you need to find the common ground and move away from those self centered tendencies. Let's go a little bit deeper because this may help you and find out about this Three of Swords that's here for North Node and Libra. Let's clarify, please, and thank you. North Node and Libra with this Three of Swords. Why is this Three of Swords here? What do they need to know that could help them when it comes to this Three of Swords for North Node and Libra? Clarify this Three of Swords. Why is this energy here? North Node and Libra. Clarify this Three of Swords. Why is the Three of Swords here? Three of Swords. Okay, we have the deck split at the Ace of Cups and the Eight of Swords. So you're in your head about having a new beginning. That's this crossroads energy that's here. What came out is the Ten of Swords and the Knight of Cups. That's clarifying this Three of Swords. So somebody who stabbed you in the back, or that you felt like put 10 knives in your back, but you didn't feel like it was just 10. You actually felt like it was 13 swords. So not only did they go to an excess to hurt you, they went above and beyond, and now they want to come back and have a new opportunity, apologize. They want to heal the connection. Lover's card here, right? You've been in a cycle and you've been staying in this cycle, not wanting to deal with someone that you really felt hurt you. And you're trying to find a way to come out of this cycle, or you're being encouraged to find a way to come out of this cycle, to go on this quest. Allow your soul to go on this quest, to move away from your South Node, to move away from this hurt, to move away from this pain, to heal, to throw it over your shoulder, to call back the pieces that are broken within your soul, to heal that aspect of you. There's communication that is coming. Someone wants to come forward. They may want to apologize. Whether this be someone else or you. I also got that for some of you. Some of you. Wow. Some of you. You didn't want the connection. You didn't want the connection because you've been used to being on your own and you did not know how to communicate in a healthy way. It's been difficult. That's for some of you. Take it as it resonates. It's either you or you're dealing with someone that you felt like hurt you. Either way, whether it's you that did the hurting, that did not communicate, that did not necessarily want the relationship because you were in your South Node and you were used to being on your own and you felt like you were better on your own and you felt like you could tend to this garden on your own, but you're starting to realize that all that beauty in that garden, all the beautiful flowers, all of the fruit and everything that's blossoming, that maybe you don't want to have to eat it all alone. Maybe you want to cut down some of those roses and take them in the house, Knight of Cups here, for someone else to enjoy the labor that you've put in, right? Take it as it resonates. Many of you are clearing out with this bronzonite crystal. This could help you. You're clearing out the psychic static. This psychic static has come because you're not tapping into your heart space. You don't want to tap into your heart space. You've been in this cycle of being hurt, and it's time for you to take divinely inspired action with this divine masculine energy here. Now, this is you either stepping into your divine masculine energy and or connecting. Place yourself wherever you are, right? How do you come out of these shadows? How do you come out of this South Node energy here? This is a spiritual lesson here. Card number 43 with the veil of shadows. How do you allow your soul to move away from the things you've been very comfortable with, being alone, being on your own, being a whole force by yourself, but being that much greater when you're connected within strong social connections? Your soul is like this lotus blossom, is what the veil of shadows is saying to you, right? And just like a plant that outgrows the pot it has been in, a plant requires more soil to spread its roots. Many of you, as this gardener, you're recognizing that the pot that you've planted, that you need more soil. So what I'm hearing is fertile ground. You're now ready to connect with someone that has fertile ground. You've been growing the plants, you've had them all in pots, and now you're looking for fertile ground. Either you are this fertile ground and you're ready, to I heard sow your royal oats. I don't know what that's about. That's Eddie Murphy, right? You're ready to sow your royal oats deeper, royal roots, excuse me. Sow your royal roots deeper for some of you, right? But you're recognizing that you need more soil to continue growing. Your soul needs more water, more earth energy, more connection. North Node in Libra. You've been good on your own, but there's a greater force for you as a North Node in Libra when you're connecting with others. How can you find a way to prioritize relationships over your personal goals? You've already got the garden, right? You've already got the flowers blooming. You got the fruit growing. You even got the pollinators like swirling around. But the roots want to go deeper. And in order to go deeper, in order to spread your wings, in order to have this transformation, you're going to have to shed your skin and recognize that in the spiritual worlds, all things serve. Everything, including the very dark emotions. This is dark emotion right here. Ten of Swords, Three of Swords, that's dark emotion. And for some of you, it's you not feeling that you have, let's keep it real, what it takes to be in that relationship. The parts of you where you may not think you are acceptable, whether this is through your communication, through your looks, through whatever it is. Those parts of you that you're not very comfortable with, they're actually very good nourishment for your soul. Your soul is craving to love and to be loved. All parts of you, your soul is craving, North Node in Libra, to love and be loved. All parts of you. And this can be challenging, right? This is a part of your self-mastery. How do you move into this North Node where you're allowing all parts of you to be loved? How do you do that and move toward this very passionate divine lover, or become and transform into this very passionate divine lover? One that wants to hold nothing back and become completely spiritually intimate with all aspects and all parts of you, whether you have thought they were lovable or not. Divine masculine energy here. This can feel extremely uncomfortable to go through this transformation, to move away from your South Node, to visit and consciously engage with those aspects of your personality and or your body that you have not yet really learned to love and accept. Yet this is what you're being guided to embrace now. Honoring the process of moving away from your South Node. Loving yourself. Yes, you've been there. You've done that. South Node in Aries, right? That South Node in Aries has had no problem in past lives standing in its independence, being very assertive, right? And some of you, you may have felt like your assertiveness is that thing that keeps you from connecting with another. So how do you find a way where it's not overly, overly like empowering, right? Where you're able to shift your perspective. When you feel your assertiveness taking over, taking a moment to breathe, to go by a lake, to get still, can help you see the counter side of this. The part of you that needs community, community and people, right? Community and people. This is the circle of joy. In order for you to thrive, some of you consider yourself very private people. You consider yourself a very quiet person. You've been doing this thing on your own South Node in Aries, but it's time to transform and move into your North Node of Libra. So you might need to explore how you can find joy. Ace of Cups here, right? This is where we split the deck. You've already been tied up in your mind. How can I find joy? How can I move into this circle of joy? Some of you may find it through sound, through music, or even energy, like exchanging energy with others. If you consider yourself a very passionate person, you could benefit from finding that part of you that is very peaceful, right? The stillness. The assertiveness can feel like you're very passionate. So to balance that out, Libra energy, North Node, you may find that stillness helps you finding more peace and being content in the moment. For many of you, with this radiant moon of compassion here, you're being asked to look where you can nourish your emotional and physical life with more focus. Whether this is through art, through journaling, through music, through movement, your spirit needs you to thrive at this time. North Node and Libra. And it's asking you, how can you do this in a way like tapping into, like taking an art class, a music class, getting out to be still can help you to learn to play well with others, because you're coming out of your comfort zone and you're getting into a group circle. I was going to say getting into a group gathering, but circle of eternal joy here was what my eye caught. So you could find your circle, find being able to learn to play well with others by getting out, whether it be working out, whether it be doing music, whether it be doing art, something that allows you to be a part of a group. You could find your community there, right? With this radiant moon of compassion, you're currently challenged by lower vibrational energies, that veil of shadows energy. And this is not bad. In fact, you've been called to this situation so that you may grow spiritually. These energies of challenge may appear to be external in the form of a person, a place, a thing, or a situation, or even a current or past relationship. Current or past relationship. Current or past relationship. Three of Swords. Current or past relationship where you felt hurt. There may also be internal in the form of a habit of self doubt, self judgment, or judgment and criticism of others. You can either choose to allow these energies to pull you down into fear and judgment, where you're in your South Node, or you can grow and choose to grow spiritually, right? You can choose to have this transformation. You can choose to go on this quest, right? Join a group, maybe even a healing group, or do some activity that allows you to heal, art, music, something where you have to connect with others so that you can feel more nourished. Choose to rise above and grow spiritually. Compassion does not mean becoming a doormat or even indulging in the emotional suffering or even the manipulation or games that another may seek to play from a partial awareness or and wounded state. It doesn't mean collapsing into sympathy and seeking to rescue another from their own life choices and experiences. It does not mean seeking to rescue another from their own life choices and experiences. No, learning to play well here in this aspect for you, North Node in Libra, is you having compassion to recognize the power of all souls to co-create. So if their life experiences, that's what they're choosing to engage in, it's okay. That's not where you're playing well. And you can choose to exit stage left to connect with those that you can then have a more balanced relationship with. Compassion is also the recognition of the struggle that we have as mankind, right? We're all getting in these relationships and trying to find the balance. North Node and Libra. It's a part of the process of spiritual growth and a gentle, loving compassion for all of humanity. This is that learning to play well with other, not from a position of spiritual arrogance, but from a position of kindness and generosity of the spirit. The compassion aligns you back to your soul light, to your own spiritual power, and lifts you to freedom. That's how you're coming into your North Node in Libra, by finding compassion for others as well as yourself in a very balanced way, not where you're getting into the games that unhealed people or even your unhealed self engage in. You're being encouraged to move more into your North Node where, yes, you have care and compassion for others, but you're also allowing them to co create and have the life experiences they have as well as yourself. but for you, it's in a way that brings you more harmony now. Okay, so that has been your reading, North Node and Libra. I want to thank you for joining me. Remember to always shoot for the moon, and even if you miss, you are still amongst the stars. And to always, always, always let your light shine bright. Thank you for joining me, Tonae Star, here with Tonae Star Enterprises. Thank you.